What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day with Trey. Of course, this is your host, Trey. And today we're going to talk about this NBA playoff round 2 Game 5 matchup between the Dallas Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, so this game will be played at 9:30 p.m. East Coast time. Line did open up over under 213. OKC minus 4.5. Over under still at 213, and it's still OKC minus 4.5, guys. All right, so when you talk about these two teams, Dallas Mavericks are going to be eager to kind of bounce back in this one after coming up painfully short for me and everybody else out there. All right, like running that game all game long, and then you just give it up at the end, guys. Like you just lay down at the end. I don't, Luka, you missing free throws. You come on, man. Come on, man. All right. It was a heartbreaking loss, 100-96, and I want the Thunder to win. That's the crazy part. I want the Thunder to win this series. I like the Oklahoma City Thunder. I like them young boys, but at the end of the day, I bet against them because I felt that the Mavericks was going to win that game, man. Literally, they did. They were winning the game until the last second, and that's what matters, and that's what counts, guys. All right, but I did end up on the right side on that one on the over-under. But outside of that, yeah, I explode, man. People lay down like that. But anyway, so when you talk about OKC, they definitely going to be full of confidence as they back in the driver's seat right now, taking this thing back to Oklahoma with that unlikely road win in Game 4. Shea had 34 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Chet added 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. And Lou Dort chipped in 17 points and 8 rebounds in that game, guys. You know, those are the types of things that make the difference. Because, like, when you got P.J. Washington being the guy with 21 points, Luka racks up an 18-point, 12 rebound, 10 assist, triple-double, and Derek Jones chipping in 17 points, that's not going to win it. Kyrie has to be mentioned in that. Like, somewhere in there, Kyrie Irving's name has to be mentioned in what is happening, or there's no way possible for Oklahoma City to do what they're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Out here, it's just I'm keeping it a buck, not Oklahoma City, but Dallas. I'm keeping it a buck. Kyrie has to be aggressive for this team to win. Like, especially in this situation. All right, so when you talk about these two teams, you got to go all the way back to Game 1. All right, Game 1, OKC won 117-95, dominant fashion. It was 23-23 in the first quarter, then 39-30 in the second quarter, where OKC comes out on top, takes the lead, covers the first half. Then after that, OKC 27-26. So it was a close third quarter, but then in the fourth quarter, OKC does what they do: lock down on defense and kind of take off. They won that quarter 28-16, and that's how they got to the 117-95 victory. Kyrie led the team with 20 points, shooting 7 of 14, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 29 points, shooting 8 for 19. Dallas shot 39.3% from the field, where OKC shot 44.6% from the field. And then they matched them on 3 because Dallas shot 34.3% from 3, but OKC is slightly better with that 45.7%. What the problem was, though, Dallas had 16 turnovers to OKC's 11, and OKC outright rebounded them 52-39. You can't get out rebounded like that and think you're going to win. But in Game 2, the Mavericks answered. They scored 119-110 victory in OKC. They won the first quarter 36-32. They won the second quarter 32-30. They won the third quarter 31-27, and they lost the fourth quarter by 1 point, 20-21. But it didn't matter at that point in time, and that's why. That's why Dallas won that game, man. They really just won the whole. They were not down at any point in this game, guys. Like, they just controlled the whole game. And P.J. Washington had that 29-point game, which blew everybody's mind. Nobody saw that coming. Shai Gilgeous had 33 points. Dallas shot 46.7% from the field. OKC matched them, shooting 47.2% from the field. But that three-point thing kind of switched because OKC now shot 33.3% from the three, and Dallas shot 48.6%. Dallas did stop turning the ball over in this game, and they matched the turnovers. It was 10-10. All right, and Dallas won the rebounding battle, 44-41, which those are the Those two things are key for them. They got to not turn the ball over, and they got to win the rebounding battle, and they have to shoot the three. That's just what they had to do. But like how often, like I said in many video before, how often is PJ Washington gonna do what he just did in game 2? Well, in game 3, PJ Washington did it again. Okay, because Dallas won 105 to 101. All right, Dallas won the first quarter 26 to 23. They lost the second quarter 29 to 25. Then the third quarter they won 31 to 26. And then fourth quarter, it was 23 to 23. So this game was a rock'em sock'em battle the whole game. Close game the whole game. It was a great game. PJ Washington scored 27 points somehow again. Shai Gilgeous had 31. OKC shot 46.9% from the field, whereas Dallas shot 42.9% from the field. Both teams shot 33.3% from three. Both teams had 14 turnovers, but Dallas won the rebounding battle 48 to 41, guys. All right, so when you're looking at game 4 and what happened when we expected Dallas, or I expected Dallas to hold serve, and it didn't happen. PJ Washington, again, led the team with 21 points, and that's the problem. As long as PJ Washington is the guy, I don't have faith in Dallas. It is what it is. You notice Shai is always the guy. 34 points, 14 for 27 from the field. He got to the free throw line 6 times. Now, in this game, Dallas was winning the whole game. Dallas was winning 30 to 20 in the first quarter, 24 to 23 in the second quarter. So they covered the first half. Then the third quarter comes and they just don't show up. All right. OKC scores 22 points. Dallas scores 15 points. Just a lot of defense in that quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, OKC scored 35 points to Dallas's 27 points, man. And that's what did it right there. That's what made them be able to come back. And I tip my hat to OKC on that one. Because OKC only shot 38% from field in that game, where Dallas shot 40.9%. And OKC didn't shoot the three well. They shot 25.9% from three, whereas Dallas shot 34.3% from three. But the turnovers came back to bite Dallas in the behind again, with 14 turnovers to OKC's only 8. And even though Dallas did get 47 rebounds to OKC's 45, it's those turnovers. They can't turn the ball over like that and expect to win a game. You're just not going to do it. And Kyrie has to be a lot more aggressive or they ain't going to win. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. They are not going to win if Kyrie is not aggressive. All right. So when you talk about these teams and what they're basically saying after the post game, Shai Gilgeous said, ultimately it comes down to, for the most part, taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level, and that's clear as day. And I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. And that's a good statement from a young man who understands his role on the team as the leader, and that he is the engine that gets it going, but he can't do it by himself. All right, which is very, very, very good thing to hear. Now, Kyrie Irving said, I feel like we played well enough to get the W tonight, but we just didn't finish the job. The little things matter. Free throws, offensive rebounds, those 50-50 basketballs we saw when they beat us in OKC. All right. Now, Jason Kidd says, you look at the scores on both sides, the percentages aren't always going to be great. As far as Kyrie's concerned, he said, I think Kyrie's doing a great job of leading on the defensive end, and he's taking his opportunities on the offensive end. He just didn't knock them down tonight. And at the end of the day, it's not just the night, man. Kyrie wasn't, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Kyrie. I don't know whether or not he wants, if he's mentally all the way here in the game or something like that. Because I understand Kyrie has never been the greatest defensive player, but he's locking in on defense right now, and that's great. But Kyrie, we need you to be aggressive on offense as well, brother. All right, it's the only way this can play out if you want to get to that next round, man. It's the only way. And when you look at the injury report for these two teams, okay, Luka probable with the knee. All right, remember he has the left knee sprain and the right ankle sprain, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. But he's probable. We all know he's gonna play. OKC is the healthiest team in the playoffs with no injuries because they're just young and balling. So ain't no injuries there, guys. Now, when you talk about head to head, in the last 10 times, OKC runs this series 6-4, straight up, 6-4 against the spread, and it's 6 to the over, 4 to the under. So far this season, these two teams have played each other a total of 8 times, and out of the 8 times, OKC has won 5 of those straight up, and Dallas has won 3 of them. Okay, but when you look at covering in these last 8 all season long, Dallas has covered 4 and OKC has covered 4. So it's an even matchup when you're looking at how they've been playing. And over under has been 4 to the over and 4 to the under, with the 2 unders being the most recent in this series against each other. All right, so these two teams, man, situationally, when you look at it, right, OKC at home this year was 36-9, all right, whereas on the road, Dallas was 28-18. 28-18. But the thing is, as far as who's favored and how they played like that, well, as a away underdog, Dallas is 7-14 straight up, whereas as a home favorite, OKC's 33-6, guys. All right. In the playoffs, Dallas is 6-4 straight up, and OKC is 6-2. But once again, at home as a favorite, they're 33-6 this season, and on the road as a dog, Dallas is 7-14. Now, when you look at against the spread, home favorite OKC is 25-14. Away underdog, Dallas is 10-11. All right. Now, in the playoffs, Dallas is 6-4 against the spread, and OKC is 5-3. But pay attention to that 10-11 as an away underdog, and that 25-14 as a home favorite, guys. All right. Then when you look over unders as a home favorite, 17 to the over, 20 to the under, and 2 pushes. Whereas away underdog, 9 to the over, 11 to the under, and 1 push, guys. In these playoffs, Dallas has played 4 overs and 6 unders, and OKC has only played 2 overs. 6 games have gone under in their playoff run so far. So they've played defense, and they've been playing to the under, and they haven't been putting up those astronomical numbers they were putting up in the regular season. Because it's playoff defense. Now, in the last 3 games against this team, Dallas has only scored 106.7 points, but OKC struggled by scoring only 103.7 points in the last 3 games. All right, now that's with Dallas winning 2 of those last 3 games. So take that with a grain of salt, or take that as you will. But it's a 3.0 margin, average margin of victory in the last 3 games. That if you were looking at the average score for Dallas. Now, the reason that it's important to understand what these teams have done in the season and all the way into now is because Dallas on the road scores 115 points and gives up 115 points. They score 115.8 and give up 115. That's including the playoffs. You can't be successful like that. OKC at home, 122.1 and only gives up 109.2. Hence why these two teams, all right, have that record. Home favorite, OKC, 25-14 against the spread. Away underdog, 10-11 for Dallas. Away straight up underdog, they are 7-14. Okay, OKC, home favorite, 33-6. I mean, the numbers, everything should be speaking to you guys right now. It really should be speaking to you guys right now to understand what's been going on and how these teams are actually matched up out here, guys. So, for the last thing that I'm going to cover with you guys on this right now, just to give you some information, okay, that I feel is important. The Mavericks have won 3 of their last 4 playoff games as underdogs against Western Conference opponents following a loss. The Thunder have lost 3 of their last 4 Western Conference semifinals games as favorites following a win. Now remember, that's not this current Thunder team. All right, and the Mavericks have covered the spread in 9 of their last 10 road games after losing as favorites. And the Thunder have failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 Western Conference semifinals as favorites following a win. That's the franchise. That's not these players. So to give y'all my personal opinion, where I'm sitting at right now, what I'm going to do I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Thunder money line. Like I think the Thunder will win this game. Uh, I would take Dallas with some points, but I'm probably gonna take Thunder money line. Uh, and as far as the over under is concerned, I got to lean to the under. It's just what's been happening for these two teams, and that's what I expect OKC to come out and do is play some defense, and Dallas is going to come out and play some defense. So I'm definitely going to get there under that 213, guys. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I hope this information helps you. Best of luck. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Peace.